Hello, lovely, funny people. I've found myself with a surplus of time, and what I've decided to do with that today is do just a get ready with me. My get ready actually started yesterday in the night because I put on my night before my night before hair fiasco. I did some oiling on the scalp, some number 0, some number 3, and then this morning I woke up around 7 and I was in and out of sleep, but at 7 I made sure to get up and oil my hair with my knockoff of the, I don't know how to pronounce it, the meals or the mellies or something like that. But the rosemary mint hair growth thing. So I oiled my hair with a knockoff of that, and then I put on a bunch of this hair mask because I leave my number 0, number 3 overnight, and it says that it says that it's peak power, I guess you would call it, its peak effectivity, or the heightened amount of how much is gonna work is at 45 minutes, but you can leave it for longer. So I just leave it overnight. So by the morning I figure okay, it's not really doing its process anymore, so then I put on another mask on top of it, on top of the hair protector, just to really help my hair. Cause not gonna lie, I'm a little scared, I'm a little scared about this, but we move on. What I want to do is my skincare. So I just showered, I did my hair washing day routine, and I cleansed my face. I've been using the oil cleanser that I made. This is how much I gone through it, and I kind of use it everywhere. I put it on my neck, shoulders, chest and stuff, when I am showering. So that's how much I use, and then I still use blemish clearing cleanser, and I like it. So what I'm gonna go in with today first is blemish clearing serum, like I do. So I just put on it's a very, very watery consistency. Ah! Oh my god. My sink has the drain for the sink, but it doesn't have the tap on it, the top, to make it so that you can plug it and stuff, and so that everything doesn't fall down it. So literally sometimes I get ready in the bathroom and things have fallen down the sink before. Bad stuff has fallen, I've lost a lip gloss, countless bottle caps have gotten down there. One time I was cleaning my nail supplies and one of my nail bits went down, and I was really freaking out. I was no, this can't happen. So then we got a magnet and we picked it up, but that is so bad. And this is it could have straight gone down there. We could have had another incident, but luckily we didn't. I just always worry about that. So whenever I'm getting ready, I cover it with something, a little towel or something. I'm gonna put more just on the spots that I'm breaking out, because this week I ate 2 packs of family or share 2 packs of share size M&Ms with brownies, And whenever I eat like chocolate, I know the next day I'm prepared for a breakout. So literally that's what's been happening. Like, I have my usual suspects over here. I had some over here like earlier this week, and then I have this one that I like popped. Not really. Like, I didn't pop it, but I kind of like scratched it. My like self-control was lacking at that point, so I scratched it and now it's ugly. But no, it's not, it's fine. And I've been neglecting myself with niacinamide. Like, I've been neglecting using this, so we're gonna go back to using it because I like the result. I like 4 drops. And then I mostly tap in everything just because that's how I'm used to doing it, because after I put on oils, like a lot of my stuff, like pills, or like sometimes when I mix certain things and I like don't like pat it in, like I rub it in, it just like pills and I don't like the consistency. So I basically just try to avoid that. So I pat everything in. I don't know if it makes a difference or anyone cares, but yeah. What else is there to talk about? Well, of course I got my piercing. My mom was questionable about it. She doesn't believe that I did it. Like, we went to my grandma's house and my grandma saw it and she was mad because my grandma basically gets mad at me every time I do something. Like, every time that I would cut my hair or like bleach my hair, do it a different color, she would get mad. She was like I would literally walk into the house, I'd be like, I'm mad, and then she'll be like this, otra vez, and she just sings, like she literally goes like this, like every time I show her something new, and that's how she is with like everything. But she saw that I did this and she was like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you ruining your body and your face? It looks bad. You shouldn't have any piercings on your face. And I was like, you don't like how it looks? I think it looks cool. And she was like, no, I don't like how it looks. And I was showing her my camera roll because I like usually do that. I just go through my camera roll with her. So mostly to show her like a bunch of pictures of Melon and just different things. So I was like, oh look, this is my passport picture, which was in my camera roll. And she was like, and that was before I re-bleached my hair, my eyebrows, and before I did my piercing. And she was like, so fucking annoying. And she was like, oh, you look pretty here, you don't look pretty anymore. And she said it in Spanish, so it's like, it doesn't sound as harsh in Spanish, surprisingly, but that's basically what she said. She was like, you look pretty here, you don't look pretty anymore, because you're ruining your face. And I was like, I am, same old, same old. Oh, I put some of this oil and some of this oil. Oh, I wasn't narrating. But, that's basically what she said, and my mom was like, yeah, she came to the house like that, she didn't even tell me. And then I was like, okay, you guys are being a little dramatic. And then she was like, oh, and she thinks I'm stupid. She's telling me that she did it at the house and she did it herself, like I'm stupid or something. And I was like, I actually did do it myself. And I actually did do it at the house. Like, I did it on Thursday and she didn't notice until Saturday. And I was like, I did it here. Like, I did it in my room. And then she was like, you're a liar. Like, why are you lying? I was like, I'm not lying. Like, I'm so tempted to just send her, like, the video of, like, me trying to do it. Just so that, because I don't get, like, out of everything, why would I lie about that? Like, why would I lie about doing it myself? Like, does she think I just went off and, like, got an underage piercing at, like, some place that doesn't care about, like, is not the is not the most unreasonable thing to think, but I actually did do it myself, and it like bothers me that she doesn't believe me, because somehow it's worse in her mind if I didn't do it myself, because she's like, oh, you went behind my back. But she's fine. She just doesn't like it. She doesn't like to talk about it. She just pretends it's not there. But I like it. I think I look cute. So I just did my skincare, finished with my moisturizer, and I think I'm gonna do some makeup today, just for fun, because I've found myself with a surplus of time. So I'm gonna come back with my makeup, and then we'll do like a little uncut get ready with me. Okay. This is weird because this is the only way that I can figure it out in my shower. Or not in my shower, but in my bathroom. This is the only way I can figure out putting up my tablet in my bathroom. So it might be a little too far away. But the show must go on. So okay. I'm gonna do my makeup, and let's see, what do I start first with? I'll start with some foundation. It's a Good Apple. I have talked about this foundation before. I really like it. Mixed opinions on it. But let's just keep going. If I talk, then I'll talk and I'll just put it uncut. Because the very honest truth is that I'm too lazy to edit it. Like, I'm too lazy to upload it to my computer and put it like in Adobe Premiere or whatever and edit like the whole thing. So I just prefer to put things up uncut because I'm too lazy to like take out the parts where I'm just like quiet or whatever. So I'm like really not talking, then I'm gonna just put it for like a time lapse or whatever. But if I am, then I'm just gonna put this up uncut and you're just gonna have to deal with it, because I believe that the purpose of my content, if you can even call it that, is to have something in the background to listen to while you're eating, doing homework, doing your hobbies, or if you're just one of my friends and you love me and adore me and are amazing and watch all of my videos and comment on all of them, like all of them. So that's what I say the purpose of my content is, if it even is content and if it even has a purpose. But that's why I don't really care about putting up like 20-minute videos of me talking about nothing, because you're not here for a sophisticated talk unless you are. You're here to put me in the background and go on with your life. I'm not important. I'm just here for a good time, you know? In the lens of putting up things on the internet. Cause I think it's hilarious. Like I always say, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a YouTube video because of me just getting ready or whatever. So I just started doing it because I think it's just so funny. Like I think it's hilarious. And I'm a little conceited and I like to look at myself and listen to myself talk. So that's just what I be doing. Next, I'm gonna do this is actually like a stick foundation, but it's very, very like creamy. It's not like anything at all. Like it's not a big deal because it's not like very high coverage or it sets matte or fast or anything. So I just like to use it as just some bronzer. Just wherever I want to use it. Because it just blends out into nothing. I might be dealing with, or this might or might not be making it a little too orange for my liking. But I feel like that's really just in certain light. Because when I see it just like this, I like it. And it's brown, and I know brown is just basically like a dark orange. So when I blend it out, I think it's coming off a little too orange. So tell me if it is or isn't. Oh, this is a brush that I absolutely love. I use it for, you're gonna see I use it for everything. I only have this brush for like my face because it's amazing. And so I basically just use this brush and then my puff, because I'm a big believer in puffs, in velour puffs. You know what I wanted to get before she got like off the rails? Tati Beauty's, her velour sponge, it literally looked so good. Like I wanted it so bad. I wanted to order it. It was always sold out or like on pre-sale or back order. And I just really wanted it because I'm a big believer in velour puffs and like puffs in general. So I wanted it, and then she had her whole drama like thing. So now I feel like I can't order it. I don't even know if it's like still a thing. I don't know if her company is still afloat. I don't even know if she's still like selling, you know, beauty products. But I really wanted her velour puff, so I'm just trying to like imitate that within other things. Like when I went to the beauty store, I was like looking for 10 solid minutes just at the puffs, like trying to figure out like which one looks the most like Tati's. And I couldn't like open it or like feel it or anything, so I'm like, which one looks like it's gonna feel like Tati's? Because I just really loved that velour puff and I really wanted it. But I deal with my life. Nothing important. Very first world. I've been feeling very uncomfortable with talking about things which have no real world significance, especially amidst a lot of suffering, a lot of just like crashing in the world as we know it, like the world as we know it just falling and repeatedly like disappointing everyone around it. And when I mean everyone, I mean poor Black and brown people. So everything is just very superficial. Like I don't know, that just came like up to my head right now. Like when I was talking about that, I'm like, oh, I really wanted it. I'm like, who fucking cares? Like who cares? Not even I care. And I'm talking about it. So who is going to care about me wanting a velour puff? That doesn't matter. And it's just been honing more and more into like the point where it's just, why are we even doing this? Like obviously nothing works. Everything that we know as we know it is just falling and failing and crashing and burning. Like I don't mean this to be just, it's like some pessimistic rant, but it's literally how it be. It just be like that. So like, why am I even talking? Like, shut the fuck up. And that's how I feel with a lot of people right now. Like, I see people and I'm like, you know what? Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't, like, you shouldn't be talking. Why are you talking? That's so fucked up. That's such a bitch thing of me to think, but it's like, obviously I don't say it, but I just think it. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, why are we even doing this? Like, why does that even matter? Who fucking cares? Like, at this point, I don't even care about the words that are coming out of my mouth. So just stop. I don't know. It's just a big thing. I was talking to my mom yesterday. I was like, what's the point of just keeping going? What's the point to keep going? I don't know if that's proper English at all, but I was just like, yeah, what's the point? Like, everything is falling, burning, crashing across, the sea. People are just dying and dying over the same thing. It's just money every single time, and it's never gonna stop. And she was just like, well, that's how it is. That's how it's been since the beginning of time. And I was like, I agree, but now it's just different. Like, we've technologically advanced so far past what we can handle that it's literally like, we're going to capitalize on our own extinction. And that's what we've been doing. We've just been capitalizing on our own extinction. Like, not only with the environment, like nuclear warfare. It's just like, I was watching a video today. Noel Miller, he posted a video about like TikTok lives, and that like I watched that shit and I was like, bro, it's fucking true. Like, he was just kind of saying that like now people are just like they're selling their dignity online for some like money, and it's either do that or sell your body, like your labor, for money, like money that doesn't even exist, so that's been on my brain, and it's kind of just like, why even try to advance in life? Why even try to keep going if we're literally on the brink of our own like what would you call it, on the brink of our own destruction? But I have to snap out of it, just like everyone says snap out of it, stop talking about that. So that's what I just gotta do. I just gotta stop talking about it. Now I'm fucking depressed. Like, now I'm sad. Cause it's just bad. Like, nothing is gonna change. And nothing is gonna get better. I'm like, I'm looking at the union organization for like the Amazon union for in New York. Like, I've been looking at like what they've been doing a lot on TikTok, and it makes me really sad. Like, not sad that like, oh, there's unions, because I love unions. I love when people unionize and like organize together to bring more power to themselves as workers. But it's just sad because nothing's ever gonna change. It's always gonna be like that, and it's always gonna be bad, and there's nothing we can do about it, really. Like, yeah, we can unionize, protest, do this and that, but there's so much ignorance in people that makes it like basically impossible to do anything. Like, there's people here who really think that the system works and they think that they're gonna get rich off of NFTs in the stock market. Like, homie, you're poor. Like, not to be a fucking Debbie Downer, but like, yes, to be a Debbie Downer, you're fucking poor. Like, this is the rich's game. Like, the rich own you. You think you're gonna get rich off of some fucking NFTs and some fucking like stock? Bro, like, as soon as you get to the finish line, they're gonna scooch it back so you can get it. And like, as soon as you get close, they're gonna rip like the floor from under you. You're not gonna get rich off of NFTs or the stock market. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, I understand why you want to put all of your like dreams in that, because what else is there for us to do but to hope? But it's just like, wake up. Wake the fuck up. Just like, stop acting like you're above or smarter or like you know and other people don't. Other people just have fucking bills to pay. They have families to feed. Like, you do too. Fucking get your head out of that shit. Like, you're not gonna get rich off of a monkey. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to tell you that. Not to be a bitch, but yes, to be a bitch. What else makes me mad? And that's basically the topic that we're going off of today. What else makes me mad? People make me mad. People in places of privilege who are here, not in any way, not in the way of war or conflict, who are literally people like me just sitting here fucking doing my makeup. Like, when they talk about being scared, like, oh, I'm so scared about the war. I'm so scared about World War III. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's not gonna affect you. You know why, sweetie? Because you're here. You are not the victim. You are part of the world's biggest perpetrator of war. You are in no position to be scared. Not to be a bitch, but yes, to be a bitch. You are in no position to open your mouth. Shut the fuck up. So since that's basically like the theme of this rant, people, shut the fuck up. You know? Just, I'm using this. But, you know, just like, stop it. Stop making it about yourself. Stop making it like seem that you're in a place of vulnerability, because you're not. You're not in a place of vulnerability because you're here in some fucking like Californian suburb, some Californian like, even if you're not in a suburb, you're in fucking like, you're not the one being targeted. Like, you're not the one in a position to be scared about, like, oh, what if it's World War III? Like, what if the U.S. goes back into war? Bitch, the U.S. has been in war as long as you've been alive. Like, why are you scared? Like, the U.S. is a killing machine. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want. They're gonna, like, bomb whoever the fuck they want. And then they're gonna act like the heroes. And it's gonna have nothing to do with you, because you're not in a place of vulnerability. Like, stop acting like, oh, I cried because I'm so worried about what's gonna happen. What if we get drafted? I'm like, you're not gonna get drafted because you're a fucking bitch. Not in a woman sense. Don't twist my words. But in a bitch sense, you're a fucking bitch. So you're not gonna get drafted. I have no idea if I'm gonna keep this in. I might just like time lapse through all of this because it's obviously of no value to anyone. It's of no value to me. I don't know why I'm even like opening my mouth because I'm doing the exact same thing that I'm like fucking getting pissed off about. Like people trying to talk as if their words are important when we're in a place of privilege and in a place of like no position to be acting like any type of victim, right? So I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this in because it's fucking, who cares? First of all, not even I care, but who's gonna want to listen to this? And second of all, it's just not important. Just like I said, people talking right now, not important because you're not the ones who, you know, are fleeing or refugees. We're not the ones getting bombed on. We're the ones doing the bombing. Maybe not now, but I have no doubt that the US is like just counting down the days until they can use like one of their little weapons and feel like a big savior and like they made a difference and like they're so selfless. Like they're out on their own interest, on the interest of the rich. I hate rich people. They're the bane of my existence. I am alive today despite the rich and wealthy. I am alive today in hopes of occupying space so that their kids of privilege who are gonna pay in to get into these universities can have one seat at least taken away from them. At least one chair in a room that they can occupy. That is why I'm alive. I am alive today. Despite the people who don't have to run or fight or worry about their survival and who's gonna take care of their parents. You know, I'm alive despite the people who don't have to do anything to be in a position that people like me have to like, you know, spend years proving themselves and earning. This is just a bit rant. I don't even know what I'm saying. This is just a high anxiety moment for me. Please don't judge or comment to argue. I don't care. I'm just spewing words minutes out of my mouth. Don't take me seriously. Unless you want to, then take me very seriously. I'm just dumb. I'm just delusional, out of my mind, going crazy. Basically, I'm going crazy. I told my mom yesterday, I'm like, Mom, I feel like I'm going crazy. I need help. But there's nothing much we can do, so oh well. Just gonna wait one day to see if I'm bipolar or not. But let's put these lashes on in the meantime. Or I'll let them sit for a little bit more. My face like itches sometimes, and I have to do like the weirdest like faces to relieve the itch. And this has been a problem since I've been like a kid. Like I had a really bad habit of like making this really like bad, like really bad like ugly face because I couldn't not do it because it just like itched my face in the right way. It's just a very weird sensory thing. I can't think about it too long or else it's gonna come back and I'm gonna feel miserable. Concentration. Okay, good. How fun. Whenever I have lashes on, I have to like put my glasses lower so that it doesn't hit my glasses and get like stuck. So that's just something I'm conscious about. I'm gonna do some, I'm just gonna put my brows up because that's what I like to do. I don't really fill them in or anything ever. And they're starting to look darker because it's just the bleached hairs are growing out. So like the ones under it are just making the whole thing look darker, and I like it. It's just something different. It's not black how they usually are, but I just brushed them off just to like shape on or whatever, or get them in their natural shape. Okay. Let's see what I do for. I think I'm just gonna, because I haven't been putting like any lipstick on at all because I'm just scared to. With my piercing, I heard that you shouldn't for like at least like 2 weeks, preferably like 4. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of blush on so that it's not like something heavy like lipstick. And then I'll put a little bit of brown on that, on like the liner. Cute. So I think I'm gonna do my hair. I might just let it like air dry, but I think it's dry enough where I can like blow dry it and then blow it out with my like the Revlon like dryer brush. So we'll see if I can film that. If I don't, then we'll see. I honestly feel like I'm having a high anxiety moment right now, and I'm just gonna try to push through it. So keep that in mind if you're going through this video and thinking like, wow, this bitch is crazy. I do be a little bit, but yeah, let me disconnect this. But take all my words with a grain of salt because I'm having a high anxiety moment right now. I'm just gonna blow dry my hair. I'm probably gonna like speed through this just because why do you want to watch it? Yeah. So hello, this is me doing a voiceover. I don't really know how it will turn out because I've never tried this before, but I originally wanted to do this like really sped up, but the most it lets me in iMovie is like 2 times, which is too slow or like too much silence. So I'm just gonna talk to fill it in. Right now I'm basically doing cold like blow drying, which is I know ineffective, but just let me feel better about the way that I'm taking care of my hair. I originally didn't want to use heat, but I'd rather style it like at the beginning of the week and have it styled for a week than just have it like not styled and then wanting to put it up like in a clip for basically like 5 out of the 7 days, because that's usually what I end up doing. I usually roll out of bed, put on my uniform for school, and put my hair in a clip on the tip. So I'd rather have it styled so I can like just brush it. It's easier to brush, and yeah. But what is there to talk about? I'm basically just sitting here right now. Oh, yesterday I went to Michoacana and I got an esquite, but I really was craving some hot Cheetos with cheese. But I had what you call self-control, so I didn't get hot Cheetos with cheese because that would have been like literally terrible for my stomach, considering that I am lactose intolerant. But I don't know, I just really have been craving like hot Cheetos and stuff like that, like hot Cheetos with limon or like with chamoy. And we used to have chamoy in the house. We used to have like 2 of the big like classic chamoy bottles, and I have no idea where they went. I don't know if someone threw them away. I don't know if they just like fell off the face of the earth, but I miss those bottles because I would like cut open my bag. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? I have they're called cuernos, I'm pretty sure, but it's like the fermented pig, I think it's skin. And I love eating those with like chile, limon, and chamoy in hot Cheetos. Like, I don't know, that combination is just so good to me. It like probably sounds like the most disgusting thing ever, and it looks kind of gross, but it's so good. It's like the same thing with the salchichas. Like, I don't know if it's just my family that does this. Like, I know it's not, but I've never met anyone else around me, like not even Hispanics, that do this. What we would do is we would cut up like raw salchichas, like cut them up into little pieces, and we would put lemon and tapatio on it, and we would just eat it like just like that, like with soup pick or something. And it's so good. I have like such bad cravings for it sometimes. Like, do you ever think about like, oh, if I get pregnant, these are the cravings I'm gonna have? Because it's just like just the randomest shit that you could think of. Like, if I were to become pregnant, I would have such a bad craving for like salchichas with limon and chile, and it's gonna be so bad because you can't eat them because it's like raw. But I'm never gonna be pregnant because I'm never gonna have a kid. I want only cats. I only want cats. And I should probably stop saying never, because whenever I say never, it always, without a fail, comes back to me. So I'm just gonna say it's not in my life plan to have a child at all, because I just want cats. I just want little kitties to surround me every day, all day. I want cats to be the only thing that I look at in my life. I want to look at my house, and as soon as I open my eyes, there is at least one cat in my field of vision. You know, that's the life that I envision for myself, and that's the happiness, or that's where I'm gonna derive my happiness from kitties, because I love kitties. They're literally my entire life. I love cats so much. They're my favorite thing ever. But here I am just doing my hair. Oh, right now I just switched the setting from, I had it on hot to, right now I just switched it to cold to try to cool down my hair faster. Because my hair obviously, it stays hot, but it just stays hot and I kind of don't like it. So I'm just cooling it down right now. This is probably going to end soon, so this will be the end of my recording. And back to present me. I'm basically done. I really like my hair. It was 70% dry, and then I blow dried it to about 90% dry, and then I just styled it with the Revlon blow drying brush. I really like it. My mom really likes it. I think she gets more use out of it than me, because she has curly hair, and it blows her hair out really nice, and she says that it's really fast, a lot faster than straightening it and curling it and everything, and with a really nice result. I like how fluffy it is, and I just like my hair, and I like my makeup. I feel like my makeup came out pretty good. I just feel like I'm pretty. And I'm not gonna go nowhere, but I'm just gonna finish it off with sunflower oil. Just run some through my hands and stuff. It doesn't have any smell or anything. And when I was looking at, it's really really warm in my hands. But when I was looking at the ingredient list for the Olaplex bonding oil, of course this is not gonna have Olaplex bonding technology, but the main ingredient was sunflower oil. And then when I was looking at other hair oils, the main ingredient was sunflower oil. So I'm at least I'll get sunflower oil for now until I get some Olaplex money. But this is basically what we got, and I'm feeling happy about it. My anxiety is still pretty high. I feel like my heart is beating out of my chest or something. I just don't really know what to do with that, but yeah, I don't really know what to do now, because now I'm finished and now I have free time, and I don't know what to do with that free time, and I don't like to have free time right now, because then I'm just gonna be focusing on my anxiety. So hopefully Daniela texts me soon so I can go to her house and feel a little bit better. But yeah, I really like how everything came out. And I'm just gonna have a quick melon cameo. because she's been sitting right here outside for Melon cameo. It's Melon. Say hi. Say hi. Whenever I have her collar, I'm like, let me not leak my number out. But yeah, I'll turn around. But this is the babies. This is the babies. Baby, baby, baby. She makes me happy. So I'll play with her until we have to go. Yeah, you're gonna meet Lucky today. And you have to be very nice and respectful. Bye everyone.